2018 Toyota 4Runner. Presentation. The Toyota 4Runner, last updated for 2014, and unaltered from 2016 to 2017, is Toyota's rough-terrain SUV, with its truck-like body on outline case. It hasn't traversed from the tough days, not at all like the Highlander, in spite of the fact that it isn't unpleasant. It accompanies a smooth 4.0-liter V6 making 270 strength and 278 pound-feet of torque that makes it snappy, and a 5-speed programmed transmission, which feels sufficiently like apparatuses in the event that you haven't driven the 8 and 9 and 10 speeds, a considerable lot of which have been disillusioning. The 4Runner drives superior to anything it should. It's even simple to move in parking garages. It's agreeable for extended periods of time, with a genuinely smooth ride and almost no street clamor. Inside, it's less refined than the Ford Explorer or Dodge Durango, two principal contenders. What's more, since the 4Runner's dashed-on body is smaller and its floor higher, there's less load space than in the same-sized hybrid. The TRD Off-Road and TRD Pro Series models just accompany 4WD. The TRD Pro is not kidding, with built-in studs having remote supplies, Nitto off-road tires, TRD front springs, slip plates, elite wheels, and TRD trim and badging. The 2017 4Runner TRD off-road display is new in name, having been known as the Trail already. 8 airbags are standard. It scores well in crash testing, however not generally the best appraising in each test by NHTSA and IS. The base SR5 demonstrate with race-wheel drive is EPA evaluated at 17 miles per every gallon city, 22 highway, and 19 combined. 4-wheel drive gets 1 mile per gallon less. Lineup. The 2017 Toyota 4Runner SR5 accompanies race-wheel drive, $34,210, or 4-wheel drive, $36,085. Standard gear incorporates control driver situate, rooftop rack, sound framework with satellite radio, Bluetooth sound spilling, and Toyota's Entune administrations. Costs are MSRP and do exclude Gold Charge. 4Runner Premium accompanies 2WD, $36,090, or 4WD, $37,915. The limited 2WD, $42,525, and limited 4WD, $44,560, accompanies double power front seats, roof, and a 15-speaker JBL sound framework. The 4WD TRD Off-Road, $37,335, and TRD Pro, $42,400, are tuned for tough territory. Walk around. The 4Runner looks like what it is, a strong SUV, not what it's not, a hybrid. The nose seems as though it has a place on a truck, suitably. The 4Runner couldn't care less one piece that it's not smooth, or that it would appear that a surly catfish. The square-shaped body has streak, chrome sprinkled around. The windows are high and back columns inclined descending toward 1986. The Progression Pro Series investigates one stage more distant with its bombastic grille and skid plates like silver scales under the jaw. It's accessible in a TRD shading called Inferno. Inside. The 4Runner Lodge isn't extravagant yet it's nitty-gritty well, with straightforward and sensible controls that are thick yet still exact. Not at all like the outside, the inside stays away from chrome. There are less controls on the center stack, on the grounds that the rough terrain controls are overhead. The controlling wheel has sound and Bluetooth catches. The front seats are wide and strong, and with the discretionary punctured calfskin, they look incredible and are agreeable for long treks. The molded and leaning back seat really handles 3 grown-ups. A third line is accessible for the SR5 and Limited, yet it's hard to move back there. In general, the inside is pleasant, yet at the same time less refined than the Explorer or Durango. Driving impression. The 4.0-liter V6 motor with 5-speed programmed conveys good increasing speed, and the 278 pound-feet of torque meets the rough terrain or towing requests. The transmission stands its ground for a 5-speed. It moves rapidly, however it does not have the quantity of riggings offered by the opposition. Given its rough terrain capacity, the 4Runner is amazingly responsive on asphalt. Directing and moving out of the blue delightful, out of the blue in case you're not comfortable with 4Runners, that is. At a slither, it handles with accuracy and control, vital when crawling through a rock field. The SR5 with the construct suspension can be bouncy in light of inconsistent asphalt, and it inclines more in the turns. In case you're driving it outside its usual range of familiarity, it will tell you that it's as yet a truck with tall sidewalls and a delicate suspension. Discretionary dynamic dampers expand that safe place. The 4Runner is shockingly free of twist commotion for its square-shaped shape, and there's little street clamor on account of the delicate suspension. What the 4Runner needs out and about, it compensates for off the street. There are contrasts in the 4WD frameworks among the diverse models. Restricted models get full-time 4WD that is intended for the street, alongside dynamic dampers that smooth the knocks and level out cornering, called X-Rees. The X-Rees suspension improvement is a pleasant setup on the off chance that you jump at the chance to drive energetically on winding cleared streets. The TRD Off-Road Show offers as an alternative the kinetic dynamic suspension system, utilizing water power to include soundness the street, and more footing with more wheel go off the street. The TRD Pro is another creature, perhaps a wild one. It utilizes a changed suspension with revamped springs and built-in remote store dampers, Nitto off-road tires, slip plates and other TRD parts. We've had some rough terrain time in the driver's seat, and it aced each test we put it to. Another component 4Runner conveys to the table is solidness. It's difficult to gauge, yet 4Runners seem to hold up better to rehashed use through stone fields and other rough landscape that would leave any hybrid in favor of the trail. Outline. The Toyota 4Runner is a brilliant decision for somebody who needs a tough SUV. It can deal with being every now and again rolled over rough territory much superior to anything any hybrid can. Its nearest rival is the Dodge Durango, which is more refined inside. Be that as it may, in the event that you look at powertrains, we'll run with the new V6 and 8-speed in the 4Runner. Sam Moses added to this report.